work in the last 20 seconds of a round, but that didn't feel like the VP we got earlier. Add on to the fact that they came in cold. paiN are high flying right now after going 3-1 in the opening stage, something that no one expected considering paiN's easy run through the RMR. And I don't say easy because they played sick, although they did. It was just the level of opposition they played was so low that it didn't feel like they, quote, deserved to be here. But they've proven that. They have earned their spot, and now they're taking on a potentially maimed VP. We'll see if this plow wakes up. We'll see if the bear bites back, or if it runs back into the woods.
You know, we've spent a good bit of time down in Brazil. We were even there when VP went on to win the major there. And you know, something you'll see about the Brazilian fans is usually if a team is like pretty sick, especially versus Brazilian squads, they're often not big fans of them. But Jame is actually someone that that Brazil like a lot. And they might love him if VP give up 2 wins to Brazilian teams today. Let's see what we get here. Util out over towards B. Is that a miss smoke? Yeah, it is. That's a pretty devastating miss. So part of this exec is missing. Coffins was supposed to be smoked off, but they're going to go take it dry, a paiN.
Yep, that's what it feels like. Bomb going to go down. And VP on the big flank. They've got a kit, they're prepped for this, they know what they're doing, but let's see how these Glocks hit up close. Flash effective, and Norbert finds that re-swing. NQZ gone as well. It's a 4-on-3, low health as well on these 2 paiN players. Smoke stick is not a bad move for VP, but they need to provide the cover. Kauez still at the back of the site. That's a massive headshot now coming through the smoke as well. Double for Lux, done and dead. It's Jame too far away. Won't be the last time you hear that. He gets his stats at least.
That might be all he's getting. Pistol round goes the way of paiN. And so they start strong.
It's all on that kill from kauez backside, right? Because it turns everyone's attention from VP, and that gives room for Lux to slip through the smoke, a position that would have certainly been held if the quad player was dead. So that was VP starting it off seemingly well, 4v3 with low players, but some nice shooting. paiN with a pistol.
VP going to throw some money around here.
Jame dropping FAMAS for Flit to trade back a scout. And FAMAS gets involved instantly.
No chance at the trade for paiN Gaming there. Nissan was really out on an island over towards Old Mid. And so VP with a clean, untradeable man advantage. We've seen a good bit of Inferno in the elimination stage so far.
Yeah, especially.
Interesting, it was the least played map from the opening stage.
By a margin. Yeah, it's come through in, I want to say this is at least the 4th, if not more. Both VP games, Turn 5 Vitality. Another one somewhere, but popping out of apartments. VP, 5v4 retake. This is not a retake map, folks, but VP don't really seem to care, do they? Gamble sometimes. Ain't that right? Bomb has been planted.
They've actually bypassed Bigger's error for now, but backstab's coming in. Oh, the awkward timing for Fame!
Oh, he could have taken the shot.
That would have been a huge leg up in this retake. Still, you know, they've at least kind of stifled Bigger's error. Will that be enough? They finally hound him down and deal with him, but a lot of time has ticked off this bomb. NQZ even able to reposition, no longer open to the apartments. It's not the big gift it looked like it was going to be for Virtus.pro. And if they do go for this, it's really late, but they can't justify it anymore.
This team can be aggravating to watch when they're winning, but it's even more aggravating when this style doesn't work. They're going to go for damage here. They'll get all the kills. Maybe they'll save some guns as well, but paiN still win the round. And hey, only 11 to go. That's what paiN are telling themselves right now. These rounds aren't going to come easily. Going to be pressured, but as long as you're not over swinging in post plants, not going hunting too early, that's a 5v4 for VP when no one is in the A bomb site. These holes while it's fantastic when you watch VP play a map like Mirage where they leave these holes, this is, you know, VP are comfortable in Inferno, don't get me wrong, but this is the worst map to leave those holes and to make those gambles. You have to do it, but it's just so uncomfortable on a retake. But like, that backstab should have come in a lot quicker in apartments as well. It felt like he held the shot. You know, maybe a knife was being considered.
Yeah, dude. You never
But he could have killed
They
him.
don't strike me as the team that are going to try that so early on.
What are you talking about? 1,500 in the bank?
Yeah, I know they like their money, man. But I don't know. That was very weird. I like if you're. Who was it? It was Fame who died,
Fame,
right?
yeah.
If you're Fame, like you are really pissed that that's how that goes down. Because if you get that kill, you're 5-on-3.
Oh,
you're winning that round,
Yeah.
right? Instead, they end up wasting like 10, 12 seconds haunted by the ghost of Big Azera over in apartments.
I love how he even turns around for no reason, just
on a feeling.
Yeah.
Well, his team are like, well, no one was in the site, bro. And then he's like, oh, they're behind me, aren't they? It's like a pantomime for him.
He's behind you! And he really is this time. Gotta watch out. All right, paiN, good start. All things considered, they have 2 rounds. Taking their time in middle. 4 on A for VP, leaving Fame solo. Pop out mid. And VP already holding smokes. They've got 2 up. One's on the B site. Fame could have more dropped nearby. It's always a feature on this map. A little stockpile. Cash, if you will. paiN are going to try and challenge him. They're trying to figure out where this stack is for VP, and if they can fake out B effectively here, got 3 players ready to pounce on A. Spotting Fame, drops that smoke. So the round is called off for another 15. VP still have at least 1 more smoke. With the bomb in middle, same half bad, but it's coming back for a B hit. Feels like positionally paiN are looking very good right now.
The gap has just opened over on long.
20 seconds, they're coming A.
Jame will go back for this, and so now the bomb returns to top mid. They will go into the stack after all, and with so little time left, util still to come through for Virtus.pro.
Nice
this
smoke.
one's never even going to get started for paiN. They are churned up over in top mid, and it's just Lux left at the end of it.
Yeah, don't try and beat VP at your own game with those super late rotates, but there's probably some fear for paiN that VP have stacked B. There's always going to be a little bit of fear. And, oh, what if we wait the smoke, but then 1 more comes down at 20 seconds and we've got to go through? paiN felt like because of their room at mid early in the round, they could commit with it, but 4 strong at A for VP. Famas and Pit, nice round.
And I think, you know, winning a round like that is very important for VP because in that Imperial game, a good few of the stacks were misplaced or unfounded, and there it looked like it was going to get uprooted again. I think, you know, one of the marvels of James Calling, one of the beauty of this VP style is how good he is at placing those gambles well, placing those stacks in the exact right moments, and so you kind of have paiN play right into your hands there, and that's a good feeling if you're Jame on the other side. Oh, Lux, you're living, but is this really living? 3 HP.
Just surviving. Yeah, one thing new Inferno feels like teams do less of is fighting for Banana on CT side, right? G2, the exception, they were destroying Fury down Banana earlier, but for the most part, you're going to see less Banana control taken for CTs. And so VP are playing within the site. James got an AWP somehow. And he's on long side. Patient as ever, but...
Whoa!
Ooh, that's
won't dodge
awkward.
it, won't dodge death. They find that AWP. Awkward timing on the util pull. Mir, they're running his way out through the long side. He desperately needs to get this util out and try to thin the herd, and he'll do that. Mir doubles up, even ready for that dropout through the apartments. He leaves that to Norbert to worry about. And so the AWP in the hands of kauez, not the man who often looks to tout, it will get run down.
I do love watching how VP trust each other in this system, and they know what's covered. And I would love to be able to understand their comms, but I feel like there's probably so much stuff that just isn't communicated that they naturally understand from playing with each other, like whether you're fighting, what you're giving up, the way that Norbert pulls back out of pit there to let, I think it was kauez, get close, and still he covers his team, he covers me, he doesn't let me die for that bait. So yeah, VPO, it's like Jame is the conductor and they are the instruments. A beautiful symphony on the A site. Despite James' awkward timing, VP take the round. They take banana as well. Double nade on logs. And in come the clowns.
And gets the reload off in time, this split. And good thing too, he needed every one of those bullets to keep that one in check. So they deal with the fast attempters, pop through that banana smoke on the eco cleanly.
Limit testing for paiN. They want to find out if they can get away with it. And they learn swiftly they cannot. VP know the money better than most. So on the anti-eco, they will hold down banana solid and not let paiN explode on the B-bomb site with a well-placed flash. You can risk going through smokes when you're on low buys. A lot better than you would with a rifle. Ooh, good grenades though for paiN. VP return to sender.
Trying to take a bit of top mid control now of paiN. Util to facilitate this, he's big as Zera. Get away with the room he was looking for. VP have done the classic, they've up and left B, they've got one player still leading there in fame with Util still on his back and everyone else is stacked up over towards this A site.
This is what they're doing against Imperial earlier and they let them down so many times. You're seeing 5v3s where fame is still playing CT, no one in the bomb site, giving away bomb plants on B and then losing those 5v3 retakes. Like that's unacceptable. So yeah, fame is gonna do his Util right, he's gonna put everything in at the right time, but paiN rather should still be able to get into B. And at that point, VP, the pressure is all on them to retake. Jame knows it, walks a rotation. Fame's got to be careful.
Gonna get smoked off over towards spawn, drops in that molly. That slows this down for even a moment longer. Zera goes playing through it, but he's worried he's lost someone in the smoke. He'll focus his attention out in a CT, and that's where Mir gets the better of him. Flit even catching him on this late lurk out through the arches. And so now NQZ pressure is on, and he can't answer the call. Jame puts a stop to his run out through the temple. It's only kauez left, back of the site, 1-on-3. Behind the pillar, it's not going to do a great job of concealing him here. He's got to try and nail this opener onto the first fight out through the spawn, and just off the angle at an awkward moment, the trade comes through out of Mir. And so the retake is pieced together from Virtus.pro.
They're playing that so slow in the 3v1 that he's getting paranoid about banana, for crying out loud. VP are, just grouping in CT spawn. Can't believe that, yeah, sure, Jame rotates and lets the lurker in, who gets a kill, but Flip backstabs him from mid at 10 seconds. That's a crazy path.
Very refreshing to see the numbers that Mir's putting up, right? It was kind of cool when he moved into this squad because we knew the talent that this guy once possessed. I'm thinking back to, the Spirit days with Mir in that squad. He was a real powerhouse. Then when he was let go, it felt like, oh, okay, that came out of left field. Not everything, obviously, we know everything worked out fine for Spirit. Don't weep for them. But, he then just kind of disappeared for a while. And when he got picked up back up by VP, it was a very exciting prospect. You think, oh, it's even more firepower. You're bringing back someone who used to be able to dominate the server. And his performances were pretty, I would say, mid. And even then, I would say I'm being almost complimentary.
Sure.
But the major so far, we've had some nice moments from him. Here, 10-1.
Yeah, that is fantastic. Oh my, fast rush. Molly won't do much to stop paiN. The smoke may make them second guess, but in they come through it nonetheless. Fame and Flit ahead of that CT smoke, fighting for the site, and they won't let anyone in. Mincemeat for paiN Gaming. Play these pacey rounds and feel the plow run you down. 5-2. Some solid B holds in this game. That is for sure. 2 flawless rounds at B. So VP are looking a lot better than the Imperial game. I'll say that much. Imperial came in with, I think, a 7-round T-side to even begin that. And then they didn't even let VP in second half, so VP already matching their CT side to earlier, and we're only just getting started. paiN want to go back for Banana. They will force VP into the site, but that's not going to put any fear in Jame nor Mir. Jame deep in the apartments, Mir staying on long side, even though paiN are making an awful lot of noise at top B, trusting in this 2-man hold of VP to stop and execute.
Yeah, I think this is a very big test for Big Azera. VP obviously super polarizing and unique style to their gameplay.
Yeah.
And even if you look at the teams that paiN, frequent on this map, their results being good against them, but it plays very differently over in the Americas. Especially when you compare it to a squad like VP, you're not going to get given these same kind of opening chances. They're going to come to you in different ways. You've got to be very proactive at winning through the VP utility while also not giving too much away to your opponent. It's a very hard line to tread. They're trying to take away this top mid control early of VP. They full gambled on the back of Norbert, having this space in Boiler. Ooh, hang on, this might be nice, Norbert! It looked bad for a second there. But he ends up finding the golden timing, and now Jame on a rotate around in Library will have a smoke in his face, so he's at least locked out. Blows it open, a look for an avenue, look for an angle. Norbert gets back down to his position at pit and puts up numbers. Great round from Norbert. Silenced is Big Azera as Mir rotates in.
That's my major winning GOAT. Norbert, what a play. The whole time, sure, paiN are like trying to make it look like a B play. They're making noise at top B, they're hitting the molly, but VP have, again, bought it. 4 players at B. Norbert alone, he has 4 grenades in this position. There are games, though, where Norbert won't leave pit, Harry. He'll just sit there the entire half. Win or loss, A or B, he won't move, and so they don't expect him so deep. And Norbert gets 2 kills, gets back, dumps his util at 20 seconds, and still finds more frags. What a play by Norbert.
Fact he even gets back into pit is wild, right? Like,
Smokes
you started your round in Boiler, bro. How did you get back to pit in the A play?
I mean, that is aggressive as a solo A player at 20 seconds in Boiler. If he just, like, we saw those timings. If he gets cleared at 20 seconds, VP lose the round, but they're fine playing within those margins. They're fine risking it. And right now it feels like paiN are running into the brick wall that is Virtus.pro. This is the VP I wanted to see earlier. Do paiN have an answer? Okay, Mir. Okay.
Well, that's that's a feel-good moment for Big Azera. That's actually more like the sort of peaks he's used to getting. He's like, finally, they give me a fight early.
Yeah, even James deep fighting mid, but of course has to care about ult and apartments. They've found the gun. I wonder if Mir asked for permission to do that play. Those are the things I'm curious about. Or does he just send it with a spawn? And VP, what do? They roll that dice, and there are letters on that dice, and they all say A.
See, I would just tell a little fib. I'd say, I was caught crossing. I was caught crossing in apartments, man.
I was trying to play, I was just getting info. I was getting safe. Through the molly? No, I would never, James. Well, you gotta give up this round. It's only pistols, but such is the brutal mistress that is Inferno.
Yeah.
She flogs fame, and he must leave.
He's still kind of floating around here, but...
Yeah, VP, they're not stupid. They're going to play the money. They're going to get some kills. They're going to make their stats look luscious.
Right now, Nissim's about to give up a kill to Jame.
Okay, go for it.
And at this moment,
winnable.
You're like, of course, Jame's there. And now you think they're saving. Now you think it's a full save.
Ninja?
I don't think a ninja, but I think something weird could happen here.
Someone could die with a bomb. You have pistols. You don't really care about your money at this point. VP are trying to ninja. That is clear.
It's a team effort on the ninja who's moving in. They get the kills. Oh god, this could get away from paiN.
He's got him covered.
On the bomb. Now trapped in. Jame with the knife out. And kauez regains control.
Why'd he have his nades out? That was it. That was a master plan for Jame. That worked perfectly. And then he pulled. Did he not know he had him locked in?
I have no idea.
I have
what
no
just
idea
happened.
either. But if he has a pistol out, if he holds the angle with the orb, he might even have the angle to stop him from killing his teammate. I love the VP go for it. It's so anti-VP.
No, like they knew kauez was there. He killed Flit as like the first kill of the round. Maybe that
Jame
info didn't get back to Jame, who was late on the rotate.
Or maybe he's just trying to make noise to distract him. But at that point, have the pistol. Oh, that's a disaster for VP. And that's going to cost them most of their backing. Their money is still fine. It always is, but that was like, everything.
That was 90% VP round, and then just 10% at the end, it just capitulated.
If they won that, dude, if they won that, that would have been beautiful. Okay, paiN break in. I'll give them that. Off the pick for the biggest error again. He's 2-9. Remember, he was the highest rated player of the opening stage. He was a hard carry. He's been quiet in this game, but he found Mirrored Apartments, who was crossing, and they go on and win the round. Easily.
Can they build upon this? Can they still gun for a split half? Jame doesn't seem to think so. He's opened up this round dealing with the B lurk out of Lux.
And it's still 3A, so right now you're thinking that Jame's that third player at B. But it's 3A anyways. Jame and Flit. Fame is inside of Pit. Okay, paiN don't care. They know that Jame will rotate, and that feels enough. He's throwing flashes from spawn, but he is still leading archway. They're tucked into the site. paiN just going to run and execute at 20 seconds.
Yeah, the smoke's going to come in, but Flit might have a chance to fight ahead of this. It just plumes right as they cross into the site.
He could have fought. He chose against it. They want to play retake.
Tries his hand at the spam. Doesn't quite connect, and they lose Fame. First rotate in up through Banana, just fed to the Wolves. 4 on 4. Time to break out the last second retake, VP. Here they are.
Crack it open.
Moving on in, paiN this time are not going to make the same mistake as last. That molly forces a swing out of bigazera, and it's only one back from NQZ. Now the two players in at Banana side, bomb planted for them. Nissim and kauez have got to hold on, and they will! Lights out from kauez in these post plants. Yeah. He was the one who saved them in that last second retake attempt last round, and there, him and Nissim put up the goods to keep the dream alive for paiN of a split half after all.
Fantastic work. VP trying to pull out these classic VP rounds, and paiN are warming into this game, definitely. Playing with good pacing, swinging together.
Yeah, I think as well, if you're bigazera, this must feel, nice that even though he's not having some crazy lights out performance, the rest of his team are being very dependable right now. And we definitely saw all of them trending upwards. We didn't just center around bigazera popping off towards the end of the opening stage. And we're seeing that follow through, even for someone like kauez, who, as you remember, after the first few games that they played, was the second lowest rated player of the tournament.
That's why he went 2-1 up.
He went on an insane recovery journey to kind of find his voice within the team.
Yeah.
And he's now the one putting up these stellar holds in the post plant to kind of keep that alive for paiN.
I mean, weirdly enough, the highest and I think it was 6th highest rated player of opening stage are bigazera and Nissim. They're the two quietest players in the team in the server right now. So paiN is still doing it without their stars, leading the way. Of course, you've got to play Team CS against VP. It's you're going to struggle having this heroic one-man domination.
I think as well, the VP are a very demanding team, so you imagine bigazera, a lot of his attention is on the kind of grand strategy, the overall game plan that the team are looking towards.
Yeah.
Doesn't have as much to dedicate towards his own, individual performance here. So it will be hard for him to build back up. It wouldn't surprise me if we see him stay kind of quiet.
Ooh, gotta use something, VP. They know it. They don't want to. You'll never see VP throw 2 smokes at once. It's very clear whose role it is. Fame drops the smoke inside of the site. bigazera might want to go through, and this is more what I'm wanting for bigazera. He knows he can win the round with a kill here. If he gets this clean onto Fame, they can cross in. The bomb is still back in spawn. bigazera awaits the fade. Flit's playing with fire right now, playing with smoke. bigazera goes inside. They've lost him. They must know he's exited CT. kauez has killed an A player, Flit trades out on the B bomb site, but they know men are behind their lines.
This is kind of weird for paiN. They're very split up all across the map, and Jame has just found the bomb. He fakes that he didn't see it on that cross. And so now one man left up in the apartments. Nissim going to try move in. Norbert locks him out of it, and Jame ready and waiting for Big Azera's backstab.
That's such, you'll never see that round again. A round where both lurks get into CT spawn and neither have kills available because VP are for once inside of their sites. And they're like, okay, what do we do here? I don't really know. And then VP just pick the other players of paiN apart. Apps cross dead, bomb down mid. You know, that's probably a stressful round for VP, but they make it look so easy. And Harry, I gotta say, it feels like VP are back. You know, I know it's paiN, but this is not the VP that showed up at the start of the day. There's a different beast, and now Flit's starting to fight down Banana. Now we're cooking with gas. Because Azera, though, can win this round on his own. VP get a little bit eager to the punch, and it almost knocks himself out. Head on the concrete. Big Azera sending it into B.
Yeah, full assault of this B site. paiN tries to turn the tide, but he can't.
Desperate.
And so VP rotating over 3-on-4. The last round of the half is always the most exciting for VP because you're going to see them attempt this. But Norbert caught in rotation. That one's free for kauez. So now it's just Mir, it's just Jame. 23 kills between them. Jame's holding for the backstab.
How long?
Can't dedicate to this forever, and right now, kauez is just wasting time. He's doing a great job of that. Now they try to pressure the backside crew. NQZ trades that out. Time is getting away from Virtus.pro. Jame has got to deliver in the clutch. Kill connects. Can't find the bomb. Goes looking. kauez back at the spawn. Takes the bait and plays right into Jame's hands. It's down to the wire, but VP don't have it, and so paiN still run away with that round.
He had to stick, but he knows it deep down in his gut. If he sticks, he loses. He gets run down. There was no way to win that round for Jame unless kauez overcooks it.
kauez, I think, actually matches up quite well in there up against this team, man. He's had like a lot of his moments are coming in the post plants where he has to deliver, someone has to, and there, even what he does to play the mind game with Jame, knowing that you're drawing all this attention away, the VP are a team that always look for the freer kills, right? The chance at that 1v1 on the flank is like too good to be true if you're Jame.
And that is a really cocky round for VP, like fighting down Banana. Sure, Big Azera has the position to catch Flit on a jump spot. He feels safe doing it, but top logs gives him the angle. But VP throw themselves at Banana for the first time in the game. Try to change the pace. I don't mind it, but it hasn't been, that wasn't what was working in the first half, and paiN punished them. And I love that Big Azera just makes that call. Last round of the half, let's charge B. It hasn't worked, but we know we've got the room this time. And yeah, kauez, he's you know, playing VP is not knowing which fights to take, it's knowing which fights not to take, when to not swing. Because VP are playing for you to make the mistake first. This was a very entertaining half of CS. And I say that because now got to sit back and relax because VP are on a T side. Although this looks like an instant B pop.
Yeah, they're not as boring as they used to be. Here we are. Norbert fed it to Big Azera to open.
Smoke is ready as well. That's a punch in the gut.
They just full exec. Even down to the last Molotov.
Julies.
Flash comes out. They try to play through on the back of it. Big Azera, 2 kills in the pistol already, buying time for his teammates to move in, but they're falling like flies. Big Azera was buying time for support, but he's got to do it alone. He's got to do it solo. He puts up 3 in defense of this B site. Is that going to be enough to tee up kauez and NQZ in what will be this retake?
No choice. And no kit. Might be one down, but can't catch it. Killing in CT spawn, and QC is given it, and Jame wasn't there to help his teammate out. He bailed. paiN dies, attempting to save his leader. Now his leader must clutch up 1v2. He knows their positions. He's figured it out, and he's wrapping through the church. Jame. Tap. Gets the spot, but he doesn't know whether they're sticking or not, and now they have to. No choice about it. Full 10 seconds. Jame needs his kill desperately. Oh, squeezing the shot through. Oh! Bullet! And that's all it takes! VP find a pistol round. perfect target prioritization from Jame.
Yeah, I mean, that round shows that Jame is a guy who picks and chooses his battles very intentionally. We've known about that from him for his whole career. But everything about this, there's so much intent behind every move he makes, from skirting past them, back in the ruins, getting in on that backstab, delaying the fight for as long as he can, and then with one bullet left in the Glock, charges through and denies the defuse. That is a punch in the mouth if you're paiN Gaming.
I love to watch that from Jame. He's, statistically been great, 13 and 4. 4 deaths in this game is kind of egregious, but yeah, it's been fantastic to watch VP perform. You know, they never change, Harry. They never change. They're still VP at the end of the day. And they're looking good while they do it. That being said, paiN have still had their glimmers of glory in this matchup. Some well-called rounds for Big Azera, taking advantage of the couple of mistakes that VP have made. But you're not going to get many chances, I'll tell you that. Back in we go, 8-5, and paiN with a force buy. kauez has got a gun. Go on. Big one of that. Because they're actually dropping this to kauez. He feels like he's been the star of the show and with 12 kills. No way to doubt that. Over on the short side. Starting heavy B. But VP, oh, are they just going to go? At least forcing the smokes out. You'll see 3 more smokes available. paiN are trying to delay this round.
Yeah, but there's intent behind this. I mean, they know that paiN are looking for this kind of smoke delay play. Now that you've seen the second one come out, it's all too clear. And so the whole job of, you know, Flit in this round is essentially just keep the pressure on, right? Draw out all that util as fast as you can so that there's time left for VP. When this sight hit comes through, that one smoke won't ruin it all. Now they're trying to do the same over towards the top of middle.
Wonder what VP do now. They've seen the M4 in this round. They know there can only be one, really. So, another resmoke. That's a final one used. A rotation has come through. There's no M4 at B, but there are 3 CTs as Flit makes a very risky play. Someone going to flash this. The whole of VP coming through into this stack, and so is kauez, eventually.
paiN have actually gotten ahead of this in good time as well. But Flit with the opener, and that's going to give VP a serious leg up as they move in here. Even one more.
Okay.
Boost up for kauez, and he's delayed that plant with so little time left. One kill through the smoke would do it, but paiN can't locate it. Plant comes through, more damage from kauez's M4. He has really risen to the occasion in this matchup. He's done so much in this round, but will it all be for naught? He's bought Jame and Flit. One shot from certain death. The only man he hasn't touched yet is Mir, who waits with bated breath in at the back of quad. kauez moving out into the open now, into the lion's den. Doesn't check the pool. Will the second time around, and now it's just Big Azera. There won't be time for this one, and so Mir is able to lock it in. But what a great attempt from kauez on that hero M4.
Yeah.
4 kills, you couldn't have asked for more.
Well, 5 would have done it, but yeah, it's physically impossible. He only gets the last 2 because the pit player turns at the worst possible second, so he gets in, kills the captain and quad and dog, and then flicks back for the kill. Really nice try for kauez. Makes that M4 worth the investment, keeping VP honest, but still a round comes through for Virtus.pro. And there's no way you should justify buying again for paiN. They could have risked it, but I think you want to get your gun rounds in, and you're not going to have many left if VP keep up this kind of ferocity. Should be 10 guaranteed. Smoke down, they sit on the lip, and the stack gets spotted, so Flit can hang out. There's still some SMGs to clean up. Get the brooms out. Sweep this one under the rug.
I feel like James feeling like one of those like anime bosses who finally has someone who like can contest with him and understands the way that they think and offers up a bit of a challenge in kauez. I think he's done a great job of adapting to the style of Virtus.pro.
Yeah.
Kill from Big Azera, but shouldn't be much more than that.
Still a crossfire here. It's uncomfortable. VP's cool off. They were about to explode, but they go, hey, we got 40 seconds here. But a lot of room. Let's think about this. And maybe they've worked out that it is just a solo player at B at this point. They've done damage to the other two. Gonna play the numbers.
Who is it? It's kauez.
You're telling me he's got some deegs up his sleeve?
He might have to if they want to have any chance of making this round competitive. Even some damage is helpful here. kauez tucked in at the back. And VP might expect this is a stack. kauez has not played his hand yet, but Mir will run him down.
I like how
the
long
two Titans clash over towards the back of B. And it's Mir to come out ahead. You saw what kauez was trying to do there. It was the right way to play it.
Yeah, if they don't check that position, he can kill the planter, throw that round into pandemonium. He almost did it on the boost the other round as well when I think it was Flit was trying to force the plant with 10 seconds. Got him off it. But VP, you can make him sweat. It's still around, isn't it? 10-5. Here is playing out of his mind. 18-6.
Terrorists win.
Yeah, it's a very promising sign. Especially if, you know, we have those moments where the kind of usual duo of like Flit and Fame that you look to fall a little quieter. To know that Mir has this in the back pocket still is a nice sign for VP.
Yeah. Still got two players who have 3 kills on the paiN side, and round number 16 just shows the difficulty is adjusting to the tempo the VP set. Trades are always available for VP. They won't let you get more than one, and even the one can be a hard task.
I mean, that's like the obscene beauty of Virtus.pro, isn't it? Is how the matches are always long, but the score lines aren't often close. It's one where you'll feel like you have them right where you want them at times, and that you're right there, you're so close to breaking through, but it's very, very hard to do it. And many teams have tried and failed in that regard.
Yeah, and even forcing paiN to sort of play into their pacing in that first half as well.
Yeah. You always do that with you and your VP. You managed to get them on your wavelength.
There were some 20-second executes for paiN. And I mean, even VP's map pool falls into that. They love Overpass, they love Inferno. They love retaking mid on Mirage with 30 seconds left. But right now, this is, Harry, the gun round of all gun rounds for paiN. If they want to remain in this map and match, and maybe even stage, they need to show something here and now.
kauez at least trades that favorably.
That's the bomb.
The bomb lost out in no man's land. Mir, it's down to him. Can he recover it? Can he get that bomb back under VP's control? He's going to do it as safe as he possibly can. Smoke on the bomb.
God.
Spam from kauez will connect,
seconds.
but he doesn't finish the job. Flit, how on earth? Wait, how did Flit get here? That's what Lux is going to be asking. How did he get here? Shot in the back. And the B site crumbles. kauez, first man on the scene, and the spam connects.
Gotta go.
This time he could rob it.
Can he
this
run
time
through?
he could. Fame with the jump up, just gonna get that bomb down in time.
He
kauez wants to deny this. Oh, he just about gets it. kauez successfully steals the round from Virtus.pro.
Felt like he was about to whiff, even off of the bomb plant. Fame pulled his gun out. A second to spare, and the USP connects the headshot. Hey man, it's just kauez. Another 4K for kauez. They cower in front of kauez right now. He is playing very well. My goodness. And that was a trigger discipline shot at the back of B to let VP get in the final margin.
But I mean, this is the thing that I think has just been so sick is that, I don't know, so, you know, you'll see some of like the best players in the world struggle at knowing how and when to appropriately fight Virtus.pro, and kauez is taking to it like a fish to water, man. I feel like he's making so many good decisions individually.
Okay, paiN. was not an easy round to win.
VP don't often have like these kind of one-man army performances against them. You said that earlier even when we were talking and homing in on Big Azera. And yet kauez is doing all he can to keep paiN in this game.
Still a long way from home though.
Had to bring us back down to earth, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. It's VP, man, you can't get ahead of yourself. You can't call it, can't celebrate a 10-6, Harry. Good flash, and he's aiming a little bit too high for that one. Wallbang for Norbert, retorting, but not getting anything from it. It's just a stalemate in the apartment. paiN concede.
You and I, whenever we used to cast VP, we would say, you know, your heroes will die tired when they play this team, and that is often the case, right? It will be a drawn-out affair where there's moments, there's glimmers of hope, but VP's so good at snatching those away from you. Aggression from NQZ, but it misses the mark. This AWP doesn't find anything, and they're fast wrapping in through the spawn, trying to control the rotates, trying to shut them down. At this point, paiN, where are they even going? That's what you're wondering. That's what you're thinking to yourself. Where are they trying to end up? Because Azera could be in the right place at the right time. Will they clear him? Norbert won't, but Fame holds on and locks in that trade.
Whoa, and ducking just in time. This bomb will get planted, and they're going to try and save. Mir's here to stop that fact. And he might have both kills on a big round silver platter.
Bomb has been planted.
Even he's not fully hunting. He's just got them boxed in to one side of the map, as it were. Oh, they're crouching under. Now he's up on top to drop the AWP. This MP9 is worth nothing at this point in the game. You've got to go for it. Jame. Nissim. I mean, this is not even worth saving, to be honest. He needs to upgrade. But he is getting surrounded and hounded down by Virtus.pro. 11 rounds.
Look at the tiny area they've boxed him into. They know exactly where he is.
Plays his position well, but still feels like he wants an upgrade. At what point do you call it off? This is desperate. And he will live, I can confirm.
Getting out with the MP9, though.
That felt weird for Lux, who's having him and NQZ having tough games, both on 3 kills. NQZ misses his one shot, sure, it happens, but I feel like maybe the comms are really loud at that kill. Lux just running through spawn, Norbert sprinting in CT. Like, VP are not trying to hide what they're doing there. And paiN still get caught running rotations, so... Yeah, seeing all players on the R trap at 40 seconds and still VP go B. It's a depressing way to lose a round. 11-6. Jame gets that entry up banana.
Yeah, there's only one big man upstairs, and it's Jame in this one. Big Azera sent packing to open up this round. kauez playing in the smoke. Come through. Flit's already in position to deal with this. You get 3 kills over towards B, and you feel very safe that you've done enough in the round.
So you default a little bit more. You think I'm joking?
No, I mean, of course, like James paranoid about the stack, right?
Yeah.
So,
but they've got it. Full exec in, VP playing it by the books. Double molly, not really many positions left, so they've got to clear dark and they win the round. 12-6. paiN a respectable attempt in this match. Respectable eco against map point. But VP, they definitely look stronger than the Imperial game. That's for sure. But like, if this was the opener, maybe paiN could have caught them sleeping just as well, but... Or maybe I'm underrating Imperial. I think the difference is Imperial have a bigger depth of talent. I think on an individual level, more of the players have the capability to pop off.
yeah.
Like Decency and Decenti and No Way are extremely talented, young, inexperienced players. And then you have, you know, major finalist, Henny. You have these legends, Phelps, Vinny. So, yeah, paiN well earned this spot, but this might be the 0-2 beginning for this plucky young Brazilian squad.
Yeah, you know, and I mean, as much as it's worth celebrating kauez' performance, there's absolutely no ignoring how quiet everyone else has been, and that's, you know, part and parcel with the conversation you were just putting forward there, right? Very rough go at it for NQZ, Nissim, and Lux. They got 13 kills between them, so that's just not going to be enough versus an in-form Virtus.pro who are looking to recover from their slow start versus Imperial. They wanted revenge, and they're looking to get it. Lux throwing caution to the wind at this point. What else have you got to lose? They open up with a kill on a flit as they fight for this banana control, and they do take the space. EP won't like that. They don't like having their options removed. They kind of need this creeping pressure all across the map to be successful on their T sides, and so I wonder if they want to go back and try and re-clear banana a little bit later. Right now, they're grouping over towards top mid in the apartments. They leave Fame to hold down banana. They're going to look for their opener, that first incision here and now.
kauez timing his swing. James got nades out. Flash is good. kauez is so blind. Lovely combination up long.
If Fame finds this kill over towards B, it's going to get weird because the bomb now getting retrieved by mid.
Ooh, that's
They should end there now, right? Taking it back into the apartments. Fame makes some noise over on the B side. paiN with 3 strong up on the A site, trying their best to hold on and keep the game alive. Nissim responds with 1. Bigazera tucked in. Virtus.pro moving up through short in the final few seconds of the round. 1 kill in the right place could do it. Time's running out for Virtus.pro. They get into the site, but hiding on the lip of this smoke is Bigazera. And he just might keep the game moving forward for paiN for now. Jame cannot save the day. And so paiN are able to repel that last-second VPA take successfully.
paiN know what they're up against, right? There's no doubt about that. Bigazera, they can't find him. 2 smokes on short side. He's hiding just inside them and drops the bomb twice over as VP just try and stick it in front of the Brazilian. That's a little bit desperate for VP. A little bit late. They usually excel in those sorts of rounds, but Bigazera, beautiful play on the smoke. And VP will just try and write that one off, but my God. paiN is still in this, ready to wrap it up.
I mean, the thing that's sad is, like, to paiN, that might feel like a bit of a penny drop round. Like, they finally figured out a way to restrict VP a little bit more, be a little more aggressive in the early stages of these rounds, then fall into these very passive site holds if VP are going to give you those late execs. But it might have just come too late in the game. That's the worry. Bigazera, patient play. Oh, lovely double.
paiN igniting right now. And they go back safely into a B-site setup. Fortunately for VP, because Norbert fully blind, peeks before the flash. VP, it's a... you could call it a combat save, but there won't be much combat in this one. Called instantly. And this one's fair enough. Jame can drop. It'll be 4 rifles. That's not including Galil, so paiN is still here.
Yeah, I really think that last round is going to influence how paiN look to now problem solve this game, right? Because that round there is very similar shades in the same way that they actively, you know, take banana in the last round, they pressure that, that's where they find the 5v4, then they go into this like super passive hold of the A site. We see a very similar thing here and now. Early aggression out through the apartments, Bigazera hanging around in like a passive lurk over towards the top of banana where he gets rewarded with a double kill. And I feel like we're going to see paiN do this a little bit more, right? Try to get away with more in the start of the round. Fall back if you get the advantage. If not, you gamble and you kind of react on the other sides. But I am just worried that it's come way too late in the game. These have been great rounds, back-to-back now for paiN Gaming.
It's just
but all it takes is one of these aggressive moves to get punished, and suddenly, you know, it's a rug pull. It's gone from underneath you.
VP are hard to put away. Even when, especially when they are the ones with match point. Mia playing Tech 9 at 20-9. Commendable. I'd be demanding a gun. But Mia, he's just going to be a footstool, boosting Norman up into the apartments as Jame provides cover. The same play in back-to-back rounds. This time VP are ready, not only boosting, but holding on with the AWP. And that is the most impactful player of this map for paiN. Removed immediately, 21-16. Look at his team down the line, 4, 5, and 6 kills on 3 of the players here. Feel like VP are telling themselves they've got it teed up. And just a standard 5v4 B execute, what can go wrong?
Yeah, and you know, now that you lose kauez to them holding that passively, paiN are actually scared to react anywhere else on the map, right? They don't really have the resources to react over here at B. It's just got to be Lux dropping in util and slowing down this B play. And for everyone else over at the A site, they are just stuck to their guns. No one's moving a muscle. Might start to see a rotate now as noise is continuing over here at B. There's another resmoke available for Lux, but he's going to be in a situation where even then he still kind of has to play ahead of all this util. And with the smoke getting blown open, Vigazera will at least bail him out.
Okay.
That returns the 4v4. Lux, spam damage connects onto Mir. Rotates only just leaving the A site for paiN.
That just shows their mental right now. VP, the back of the site. Expand through this smoke. It's paiN's only way back into this round and to long out this match. VP, they're a man down, but they're ready to close. And with Jame forcing a kill in CT, that might be the kicker.
Good nade at least, but this all raring to go. Jame getting involved. Won't escape as the flash finds him, and Norbert's stuck!
Norbert! They've got it! Norbert gets stuck, Harry!
That is madness,
Help
man.
me, Step Norb. That's a disaster. Okay, VP, time for a mental test of your own. Are you tilted? I'd be tilted. He could have just fought. He would have won that. How is this game still going? I feel like it's 4 rounds overdue.
I want to, like, he's in that, like, little...
New map, man. New map. That wall's not flat.
Oh, Norbert hates that. Jame hates that. That's what Jame don't even say anything at the end of the round. You just get a look from him and you know that you're in the bad books now. Flit, hero gun, pressure on for VP as paiN are cooking up some solutions.
2 kills, you win.
One man's going to try and make all the difference here. It's Flit right up at the front. Vigazera dead early. Lux at least trades that out.
Lux doesn't know it. He's just stopped the map from ending right there, or maybe delayed it. VP brute force brunt into the site. That flash hits his teammate, and so it stops him in his tracks. For the nade cracks open the smoke. 4-on-3 again, and this time VP don't even have the AWP in the post plant. paiN, no, I'd say no excuses. This is where they should win and make this double digits, but VP have resmoke still. They are going to waste so much time. paiN might have to push through the util. Mir's playing just for that play. This is not an easy retake, and paiN are running out of time. Yeah,
that resmoke, they have no choice but to go through. They've got to just fight through this, and that tees them up for Mir. Only good for the first. kauez down to the pistol, and that's not going to be enough to carry him through. Instead, it's NQZ, and he misses a must-win shot for Jame to silence them and put a stop to that comeback. VP extinguish paiN's hope and knock them down 0-2 as we see Virtus.pro recover from their slow start at the top of the day.
Yeah, you could say it's a little bit delayed, a little bit behind.